it's Roisin Anson and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently still in bed. I am feeling a bit better from yesterday, so my plan for today is I am going to finish my book first. Like I said, I've got about 5 hours more of reading, so I'm going to finish my book. It is currently 11:30, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish reading my book. And like I said, I've got about 5 hours left of reading, so that'll get me to about, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I'm going to finish my book and then come back at about 4, 5 o'clock and do a sprint or two. And then I'm going to stop again for a bit and then do from like 7 o'clock. That usually works quite well for me. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely finish my book though first, because I'm really into it after reading last night, and I just want to get some non-work done to begin with. My videos edited and ready. I did that last night, so I didn't have to worry about doing any video stuff today other than actually filming, which I'm doing now. So yeah, I'm gonna come back at about 4, 5 to do a couple of sprints, then have a break, and then come back at 7. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do chapter 7 today and finish act 1, and then I'll come back, see how I feel, and see if I can do chapter 8 as well, or part of chapter 8. I'll probably start it and then that'll be what it is. I'm not worrying about word count today. I'm just going to do as much as I feel like I can do and then stop. I'm not thinking about word count at the minute. I just want to get as much work as I can do today done. And then I will worry about word counts and trying to make up whatever I need to tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. Today is just trying to get back into work and trying to finish chapter 7 if I can. If not, I'm not pushing myself. If I get one sprint again today, it'll be what it is. I'm not pushing myself today to try and get a lot of work done. I have pushed myself for the past 2 days. I'm not doing it today. Even yesterday I was pushing myself because I went to go and see my nan and auntie, which I really enjoyed doing, but it's something that I have to take into account when I'm planning. And I didn't really, if I've got something busy on the next day or the day before or anything like that. And I had the hospital, so I had something that I needed to do the day before. And then I went to go and see my auntie. So it was a lot for me, and it was not the smartest move on my account to do. But I did it. I enjoyed myself. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. All I'm going to do now is go forward, keep bearing in mind that I had 2 busy days and I need to have as much rest as I can before I end up in a crash, which is the last thing I want, because obviously I'm doing the NaNoWriMo, I'm videoing every day, and those are challenges that I've made for myself that I want to complete. And I don't want to push myself too much to cause a crash where I won't be able to do anything for like however long. Like literally can't do anything for like days, weeks, sometimes even a month. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't physically do anything. So I'm not getting to that point. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, take it easy today. I get what I get done and that'll be it. I'm going to try and get work done. If I can't, I will at least do one sprint, because I desperately don't want any 0 word count days. But I'm not going to pressure myself. Even if I get 70 words, it'll be what it is today. So yeah, going to read my book, chill for a little bit, and try to recover from yesterday and the day before, and since NaNoWriMo started, really, because obviously I've been pushing myself a little bit every day to get some work done. It's been a while since I've done that much dedicated work that I have done recently, so I'm going to try to chill today, like actually chill. So gonna get my book read, and I don't have anything else on today. Don't need to go and take my brother anywhere because he's now got a car that he can use. And so I'll see you in a little bit when I go back and do some work, hopefully. Fingers crossed. It might be that I do work today and all you'll get is 2 different updates instead of actually seeing my work. But I don't know, so yeah, I will see you in a little bit. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm just getting started on my writing work for the day. I have finished Iron Flame. I rated it 5 out of 5. I loved it. Not so happy about the ending, mainly because I now have to wait God knows how long for the next book, because it ended on quite the cliffhanger and I wouldn't know what happens. But I'm happy with it. This is why I like binge reading / watching stuff, so I don't have to have a pause in whatever I'm reading / watching. I can just go straight on to the next book. But it is what it is. I finished the book. I really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next one to come out, whenever that might be, which is probably going to be another year from now. So I'm just getting on with my work for the day. I'm at 17,855 still. I'm going to try and get however much I get done today. I'm still on NaNoWriMo Day 3, the Kate Kavanagh sprint. I'll see how long the next sprint is and do that. I think it's going to be about 20 minutes, half an hour. Well, actually it might be the entirety of the sprint. So however long the sprint is, I'll do that and see how I feel, if I want to do any more or not. Hopefully I get to the 20,000 mark today though. Like I said yesterday, I've only got a little bit left in this scene to do, and then I'm going to be bringing stuff over from my previous draft over and changing it to be something that's workable in this current draft. So yeah, I'll see how I get on in this sprint and decide how much I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm not going to push myself today, so I'm just going to do as much as I can today without pushing myself, and that'll be what I get done today. And I'm not gonna stress about it, or even if I get another 70 words or so, that'll be what I'll get done today. I'm not pushing myself today. Hopefully I can get more done tomorrow, or I'll push myself a little bit more tomorrow. Today I'm just not willing to push myself, because I know if I push myself today I'll end up in a crash, and I just don't want to have to deal with a crash at the minute. So yes, I will put you on a time lapse, see how long this sprint is going to be, and get some work done. I might not do all of the sprints, like I said. If I get 70 words and I don't feel very well and feel like I'm pushing myself too much, I'll stop and I'll update here, and that'll be all I do. So hopefully I can get this sprint done and I feel good enough and I get to the 20,000 words like I want. Sorry, my hair's tangled. Like I was saying, hopefully I get to the 20,000, but I'm not going to push myself, so it is what it is. So I'll put you on a time lapse and see how I get on. Everyone, sorry if you can hear the shower. My mum's just in the shower and I wanted to film this before I finish for the night, so sorry if you can hear that shower. I have just finished chapter 7. I have to add another scene in there but I'm going to leave that for the next draft just because I'm too tired to try and figure it out, or I can do that later on. I also need to figure out what everyone else is doing while they walk into the team. So basically, let me flip you around. Basically, I need to figure out what everyone's doing here, and I need to add in a scene here, but I don't need to add that in anymore. That's already been done. So I need to add that scene, and then there's this that I need to change once I've figured out what happens here and that kind of thing. So I kind of need to do this scene here to figure out how to do this, and then figure out how to do this as well. So yeah, but what I'm currently at, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, I'm at 20,833 words. That's with bringing, that's the rest of that scene over. I didn't need to make too many edits, but I'm happy with it. So let me turn you around and put it into the NaNoWriMo website. So let me just add this to the NaNoWriMo website. 20,833. That's mostly edited words that I needed to do, but that was some of my own work as well. So what have I managed to do? I don't know what I've done, but I need to. 20,000. That's what I did. 20,833. Okay, so 20,833. I'm happy about that. And update. Here we go. So yeah, I got a total of 2,978 words, and I hit my 20k. And let me flip you around. So I got 2,958 words, and I finished chapter 7, but I also finished act 1. So I'm very happy about that. I now have to figure out what's going to happen in act 2, part 1. I think I'm going to call it act 1, act 2, act 3 and act 4, because I split it into quarters, and it was act 1, act 2 part 1, act 2 part 2 and then act 3. But I think I'm just going to do it like Sarah Cannon started doing it, changing it to be act 1, 2, 3 and 4, just because it's easier than trying to figure out if it's act 1 part 1 and act 2 part 2 and saying that. It's quite challenging somehow, but yeah. So I'm going to go on to doing act 2. I will get my note cards out, and I probably won't title these ones. I'll just get 7 note cards and try to figure out what I want on each scene. I also need to figure out when they're actually going to leave. Okay, so I've got my scene cards. I just need to write them. So what I need to do is figure out how many books I've got to get to and where they need to go first, because I actually don't know what's going on in my book. So let's get started on that. I'll put you on a time lapse and just, like I did before, write little sentences on what I think is going to happen. And to be honest, I won't do all 7. I'll probably do 1 or 2 just so I know what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I'll figure out from what I write tomorrow and the day after maybe, and so and figure out what happens in the next 2 and then the next 2 and then go from there. So I finished on the team doing a training session together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a meeting, and they're going to discuss what happened when the witches left and came back and didn't find anything. So I'm going to have a meeting about that, and then I'll in my previous book in this series, they were supposed to go and visit a vampire, but they didn't because they found the book and there was a load of stuff, so they didn't actually go and visit this vampire. So I think I'm going to go and have them visit this vampire, and then they'll probably go to a fight club to see what they can find out about that. And I think we need to explore a little bit more on one of the people before and explore his role and everything. So I think we need to have that happen. So I think that needs to happen before they actually leave. So we'll do a meeting, show this thing, and then they'll go and have a look around this person's room and place and that sort of stuff. And I think that's what's going to happen in the next scene. And then they'll go, they won't find anything, I don't think, or they'll find a little clue, and then they'll go to this vampire. I think the clue will also lead to the vampire. I think that's how I'm going to do it, so that they go and see this vampire next. So I think that's why I'm going to do it. I'm not going to title them this time. I'm just going to write the scene, and then I'll put like a little 1 to the side, 2, and so on. And then if I want to change it up, I can change it up without having to have chapter 5 be chapter 7 again. Does that make sense? So instead of basing it on chapters, I'll just do a little something on the corner so that I can cross it out and write whatever it is, and instead of it making it look a mess. So I'll set up a time lapse. It'll only take me a few minutes, because I'm just going to write, like I said, 2 or 3 note cards, and then that'll be the end of it, and I'll be ready to write tomorrow. So yeah. Oh, I also have to do my chocolate, but I think I'm going to go and get another dish, because this is quite over full, and I've got quite a few that I need to add to this one, considering we were at 17,500 before, and now I'm at 20,800. So I'm at 20,750, so that's quite a few. So it's going to be about, what, 3,000? So it's going to be another 12 to go in that dish, and that dish is already full. So I'm going to go and get another dish, and I'll sort out my chocolates as well later on. So yep, I'll put you on the time lapse and do these thing cards, and then go and get another dish and fill up my chocolate, and then that'll probably be the end of the video, because I'm not going to do any more work like today. So yeah. Hey everyone, so I have just done my little scene cards. I've actually got 4, because when I was writing them I realised that I needed to add something else and something else and something else. So I've actually added 2 extra scene cards from what I wanted, and they've gone in the middle. So that one was the having the meeting that I talked about, and then I was talking about going to see the vampire, but that's now at the back, because I need a shift to happen, and they need to go and talk to some witches and find out how many books there are. So yeah, it's now this is what I'm not going to name a title any of them, because I've just added 2 more scenes between when I was talking about. So that's done now. I'm ready for the next, I'd say, about 3 to 4 days of work, because these will be chapters each. So yeah, and I've got 3 more chapters that I need to figure out what's going to go on before the midpoint in this book. I don't know what the midpoint is, I don't think. What have I put? Oh yeah, I do know what the midpoint is, but I haven't obviously put that down, because I don't actually know how they're going to get there and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've got my note cards for the next about 4 days, and yeah, I'm all ready. So I'll just leave that here, and I'll go and get the dish now, and we can fill it up with the chocolate. So I've just got my dish, and I need to figure out how many I need to add. So I need to get 20,750. So I need 2 to get to 8,000, 4, 8, and 3. I need 17. So I need 17 chocolates. So, okay, so 2, 5, 8, 10. I'm going to need to get some more chocolate. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 17. So I've got this jar of candy and this jar of chocolates. So hopefully I can start eating these, but I'm definitely going to need to get some more chocolates. I'll get those tomorrow because I've got to go out tomorrow anyway. For the rest, I think I've got about another, I'd say about another 2,000 words left in that chocolate. So I could make it till tomorrow, but might as well go and get some more. So, yep. That's the end of day 9's vlog. I will see you tomorrow with day 10's vlog. And I will be getting on with Act 2. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy that I got to Act 1 and finished Act 1. Even if I didn't do all of it, like, completely during this Nano. I did do the work at some point. It's just I didn't do all of it in Nano. And I have changed it so it fits with this book. And I have got a bit more to add into Act 1, but I'm going to worry about that in the next round of edits, just because I'm too lazy. Legitimately, that's the only reason. And I need to figure some stuff out before I actually write it. So, yeah. So I will see you tomorrow. If you liked the video, please thumbs up, subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you for day 10 tomorrow. Okay, bye. I'm not gonna put that in.